It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at tight end Pat Freiermuth. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Oilers and the Nighthawks, next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to... And we are underway from Houston. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down. They'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. They're going to look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Wilson, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Here we go now on 1st and goal. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll set up a throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
Previous play is under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irving. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Irving. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Nighthawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And touchdown! DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw, as here late in the season He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Wilson with it, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Nighthawks offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Back to throw here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. In motion right is Addison. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Oilers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Baron Browning.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now a give, Irving running right.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
He'll find Metcalf.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught by Laporta.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got it.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here's a handoff to Irving.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll look to throw.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Kayshon Boutte
from 13 yards out.
And the Nighthawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A run with Irving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run. This is Irving.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
102 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison from 17 yards out. And the Oilers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Nighthawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Inside the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Tokyo first down.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. And the Tokyo first down.
Back to throw again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side.
Burch. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Muscles him off. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. A beautiful fake. The solid stiff arm. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And pass complete. Here's Boutte with it.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll look to throw again.
Gets this complete to Boutte.
And he's got this down to the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be backed up a bit here after the free kick as they start out 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Look, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.